Hello, everyone. Welcome to your love reading for the second half of July from the 16th all the way through the 31st. Before we get into the actual reading, I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the lineup changes moving forward. So if you want to just head on over to the main reading, I will timestamp it down below. You can go ahead and skip this section if you're not interested in listening. Alright guys, so let me just talk a little bit about what's going on. So I did announce recently that I will be deleting my Patreon page, and the reason why I am doing that is because I recently just started a new job as a cake decorator, which is something that I've actually done for many years, but with the pandemic and everything that happened, I actually had a baking business that didn't survive the pandemic. And so I was doing that at the same time that I was doing my YouTube channel. And so once that baking business phased out and I had an LLC and everything going on, and it was just costing way too much to continue having the LLC without actual sales going on during the pandemic. And so basically I was forced to end that business. And so I was in the midst of really getting rid of a lot of bakery supplies and pans and things of that nature. And one of my dear friends from years ago, they actually own a baking business and offered me a job as a cake decorator. And so I love it. And it's definitely taking up a lot more of my time throughout the week. So part of the lineup changes moving forward is I will, of course, still do the love forecasts for the first half of the month as well as the second half of the month, but we are going to basically be getting rid of the extended readings. So what you see on YouTube will be a full reading, and there will be no need to head on over to Patreon to watch the extended. It was just a lot of work to have to produce 24 videos every 2 weeks, and just, with the schedule change and a brand new job, that's just not something I'm going to be able to sustain. So first half of the month, second half of the month, every zodiac sign will receive a full reading moving forward. And for those who have purchased membership on Patreon, since I'm going to be closing down the Patreon page as of July 31st, I didn't feel the need to separate the videos, and so therefore you can definitely watch the entire reading here on YouTube and no need to head over to Patreon to watch the extended. Alright guys, so for those who did end up purchasing a Patreon membership, thank you so very much for your love and support there. It's definitely much appreciated, guys, more than you will ever know. But as a result of this change, I'm just not able to continue to do that and just don't have enough time in the day or the energy to be able to put forth that same effort and be able to give you guys quality readings. So moving forward, as I've mentioned, I'm just going to go ahead and do the 12 first half as well as the second half. And then we're doing a lot more live streams throughout the week. Well, when I say a lot, it's 2 live streams per week. The ones on Wednesdays are Super Chat Wednesdays, where it really gives folks the opportunity, a chance to get a mini live reading for a super chat, at least a minimum super chat of $9.99. And so if that's something that you're interested in, to be able to book a reading during the live stream, you can get it at a discounted rate rather than booking it on my website, since many readings range from $35 to $75 on my website. So it's definitely a lot more economical and gives you advice, and it's just a mini reading, so it's not a longer reading like what you could book on my website for the more expensive readings, but just a quick glimpse into your situation. So that's on Wednesdays, and moving forward we're probably going to start doing it at 3 as compared to the 2 p.m. time slot that we've done previously. And then we're still trying to determine the other day and time for the second live stream for the week, so I'll go ahead and announce that as soon as I'm able to figure out my schedule. And you can always check my community tab here on YouTube as well as on my Instagram page if you follow me there. All right, guys, so I think as far as that, I think that's as far as all the changes. And then I'll try to definitely get the intuitive channeled messages posted every Friday like I have. But that might also actually end up changing more than likely to Sunday since I work a full day on Friday. So I'm just kind of now thinking about it, and we're probably going to have to switch that day since I'm tapped out. Like, this is a very hands-on, on your feet all day type job. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's something I'm very passionate about, but it's exhausting. You know, having to just get back into that grind of waking up early, having a full day of work for it's a part-time job, but it's definitely a full day of work for several days out of the week. All right, guys, so that's the change that's happening. And let's get right into your zodiac reading for the second half of July. All right, Libra, let's get into your love reading for the second half of July. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind, guys, throughout this reading and take from it what makes sense for you as always. So I'll be pulling from the Mardi Gras Oracle. This is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot to get things started. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra, second half of July. So when it comes to your love connections, the person that you're thinking about, what do we need to know here? All right, so we are starting off with success, and that's followed by soulmate. We have respect. And then we have sense of home. Now, for those of you who are actually coupled up and you're happy, maybe you do feel like you have met your soulmate, the respect is mutual, maybe things are going really great, you guys might even live together, share a home together, which I, of course, hope that that is the case for most of you. But usually people turn towards readings when there are challenges, and so let's take a look and see with some tarot messages what's going on. All right, so I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot. Part of that success, too, might have something to do with career opportunities. All right, so we'll see finances, money matters. That could be coming forward, too. Or maybe through your success, you're finally able to either buy a home or have the dream home that you've always wanted. Could be something like that. Look at this, 9 of Cups, wishes fulfilled, right next to success, Libra. So that's looking really nice. Whoa. And then we've got the Knight of Swords here, driven to succeed. So there's something going on here as far as being able to manifest what it is that you've been working very hard towards, whether that is a career, making a name for yourself. That could even be the effort that you are putting in towards a soulmate connection. Wow, 2 of Wands, 6 of Swords, oh my gosh, and then the 8 of Pentacles, achieving goals. These are fantastic, honestly, Libra. I mean, I'm focusing on your love connections, but what seems to be coming through here has something to do with your finances, the opportunity for you to really grow in what it is that you are doing, maybe for a living, your life purpose, whatever feeds your soul, whatever you're passionate about. We clearly see that some of you are very driven to succeed here, and you're really setting yourself up to be very successful in the future, whatever it is that you're planning for yourself. Not that it's always been that way. I feel you've been through some ups and downs, not just in love and romance, but pertaining to your life purpose, your career opportunities. So it seems through the 6 of Swords, you're leaving that behind. You're ready to move forward and really concentrate on whatever these goals and dreams are. That's what the 8 of Pentacles is focused on. Your passions, setting very high standards for yourself to be able to achieve that, keeping your eye on the prize of whatever it is that you really are wanting to work for. This is a very diligent type energy right here. You're not one to just give up. You're going to pursue it. That also pertains to your love life, being able to connect with somebody where you guys are on the same wavelength and really wanting to build something amazing and beautiful and valuable together in this life, and maybe, you know, sharing a home, All of it looks fantastic, honestly. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages here. I really like how that presented itself. So let's grab some messages from the Hidden Truth Oracle. This is by All Things Intuitive. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. What else do we need to know? So when it comes to the person that you're thinking about, let's see what it is that they would like to say to you, or even how you're feeling about a particular someone, especially if you guys are either at a distance from one another or things just might be a little bit challenging. We clearly have seen the soulmate card there, but you know, that doesn't guarantee that there are no ups and downs in the partnership. So let's grab some messages here for Libra. So the first card, I lost myself for a little while. Okay, so maybe when somebody's feeling lost, sometimes they have no sense of direction. This could, of course, even be something that you're able to pertain to or to relate to for yourself. Okay, so let's see what else here. Maybe through distance and time apart, they have been able to find their purpose, been able to find themselves. And, you know, sometimes we have to step away from someone or a relationship in order to actually figure all of that out. All right, let's go ahead, grab a couple more here. I apologize for the noise in the background, guys. We've got this gardener in our community, and he's going a little bit crazy on the bushes outside. He's been at it for about 30 minutes. It's driving me crazy. So sorry about that noise. It does say you came closer than anyone. So if this is a person that tends to create drama in a partnership, if they are non-committal in any way, you could have also been dealing with somebody who was so career-oriented that they didn't put enough effort in the relationship, and that might have created a breakup or distance between the two of you. And what they're telling you here is that if they could choose a life partner, you basically fit that mold. You came closer than anybody else ever has. Wow. We have I was in love with you. Okay. And we have I can't stop thinking about you. So that could certainly be mutual. Maybe you're both still thinking about one another. The love at one point in time, it was there. But maybe either you've moved on, Libra, they've moved on, or it's just been too much time that has passed since you guys have even interacted. So let's grab some tarot and see what else we can pick up. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. All right, what else do we need to know here? The love was there. Maybe you both still think about each other regardless of time apart. We do have the Page of Swords. So we've got air energy coming through her, which of course, Libra, you are an air sign. I can't help but feel, but you know, take it if the genders are reversed here, I can't help but feel that the divine masculine is really still thinking on the connection, what might have even gone wrong, the partnership. They might not have even been able to acknowledge that they were actually in love with you at the time, divine feminine, but as we can see, you might have actually been the one that came so incredibly close to playing that life partner role in their life. Page of Swords, very curious. So we might have had a situation where we have a masculine, perhaps, who just allowed their curiosity to get the best of them, in that they couldn't make up their mind maybe what it was that they wanted. There was this very restless energy, and so they could have also had commitment issues. We do have the Ace of Pentacles. We do have the High Priestess, so divine feminine. You're coming in as this very intuitive High Priestess, and maybe, as I mentioned, through time apart, we now have a masculine who maybe they're able to come in with this new beginning, this offer for you guys to reconnect, to let you know they're still in love with you, that they still think about you, and they now realize that you are the one. And maybe Divine Feminine, you are picking up off of that as well. This is really interesting, Libra, because you've got the Justice card right here. That, of course, represents your own energy. So this is about clarity. This is about balance, fairness, as we can see here. Also, legal matters might be something that you're dealing with right now. Now, in partnerships, this could certainly represent a marriage, but it could also represent a divorce for some of you guys, or even legal separations. But I am ultimately feeling here we might have a situation with a masculine who's still thinking about you, Divine Feminine. Look at the next card, though. We've got the Queen of Swords, and that's followed by the Lovers card, which is Gemini specifically. Take it if it applies. There could have been third parties. There could have been love triangles here, which the Lovers card can sometimes be an indication of that. So let's just say, just based off of these cards and how it's coming through, that Divine Feminine, if you represent that Queen of Swords, you probably cut out a masculine, because there could have been cheating there. That could have resulted in a divorce or a separation, something legal going on here. And the Lovers card ultimately could represent you moving on, Divine Feminine, maybe towards another connection where you feel just as strongly with the attention and the attraction and the chemistry. You know, you're not meant to be single here, even though you might have cut somebody out of your life. But I do feel we might have a masculine here who's still really interested in you, Divine Feminine. Maybe this time around they're coming in with this solid offer, you know, of commitment, especially if they were the type to just not commit at that point in time, because they really do see you as their life partner. They want to come back into union with you. Wow. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm telling you, Libra, when it comes to your success, your career, your finances, things are really looking up in that area. You know, that's coming through right here. This is very abundant energy with that Ten of Pentacles. So you really have the capability to be very prosperous in your life and really established. Certainly financially, that looks pretty good. You might even make a love connection where somebody maybe has their own business. They could be an entrepreneur. You know, they could have a really nice home. It could be something like that. Or you being able to afford the finer things in life through your own success. Ten of Pentacles in love and romance, it's a perfect match for me. It represents happiness in your love life as well, a strong bond. We did see the Soulmate card that came through. And we've got the Six of Swords. Okay, so moving forward. Leaving something behind and moving on. You know? So that means something for some of you guys, because we've seen it already. This represents calmer waters, as you can see. So if you've been through some turbulent times in your love life or just life overall, and that might even have something to do with your career choices, your finances, things of that nature, there's this transition that's giving you the opportunity to move forward and let whatever happened in the past go, because it's a done deal, you know? And that doesn't mean you guys can't come back into union with somebody. It's totally possible, but there has to be change there, and there has to be something different in how you guys interact so that the relationship can actually be a lot stronger than how it was. That's just what I'm getting there. All right, so let's move on to some dialogue here. We'll go ahead and start with the masculine. Whoever represents the divine masculine energy here doesn't necessarily have to be male, although this particular deck, it is called the Thinking Man Oracle. This is the Volume 2 version, but take it how it applies gender-wise for your situation. We're simply focusing on the energy, the divine masculine, and what it is that the masculine wants to express to the feminine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. So what does this masculine want to share, want to express to the feminine? My heart is yours. I'm being divinely guided back to you. Will you take me back? And of course, Divine Feminine, you're the only one that can answer that question. Look at this. Stay. All right, so this could be an indication that we have a feminine who decided to walk away from a masculine. Last one. Sometimes I find myself daydreaming about us, the way we used to be. I'd rather be dreaming with you right next to me. Yeah. So those are words coming from the Divine Masculine. They actually feel that they're still being guided back to you, Divine Feminine. You know, so let's grab some dialogue from the feminine. I'll be pulling from my Voices 2 deck here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Libra, second half of July. All right, Divine Feminine, are you willing to take your masculine back? Do you daydream about your masculine too? Is there a possibility for forgiveness here? All right, so we've got two cards. We can't be just friends because I want us to be so much more than that. Okay? You're my better half. So for some of you guys, maybe you will want to give this person another chance. I'm overheating with desire for you. Okay, so we clearly see the masculine daydreaming about you, Divine Feminine, and part of your daydreams could certainly be very sexually driven. Let's grab one more card to even it out for the feminine for this Libra reading. So for my feminines that might have cut a masculine out, I feel the desire, the love could certainly be there still. Let's grab one more. You'll have to speak up a little. I don't think I heard that apology you owe me. Yeah, you know, I have a feeling it's on its way though. I have a feeling for some of my feminines you might actually get that apology. Because we clearly have a Divine Masculine who's being drawn back to you. And they would love for you to be a part of their life again. All right, so that's what's coming through from there. So I wanted to also take a look at some love messages from my Heart Songs decks. So we'll start with Volume 1, and then we'll go ahead and grab from the Heart Songs of the 90s version here. If you're not familiar with the songs, then see if you're able to relate to the lyrics for your love connection here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Libra. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a song called Amneris's Letter. Some of you guys, or many of you, might not be familiar with this one. It's actually from a musical called Aida. It was written by Elton John, and it was actually performed by Shania Twain. So this entire card, everything that you see here, is the whole song. It's not a very long song, but it definitely packs a punch. So it says, I'm sorry for everything I've said and for anything I forgot to say too. When things get so complicated, I stumble, at best, muddle through. I wish that our lives could be simple. I don't want the world, only you. Oh, I wish I could tell you this face to face, but there's never the time, never the place, and this letter will have to do. I love you. Okay, so they're apologizing. So Divine Feminine, I can't help but feel this could even be from the masculine, you know? And just the fact that it came through from one of the Divine Feminine messages. You'll have to speak up a little. I don't think I heard that apology you owe me. And they're apologizing right here. It might be through a reading, if it's not happening in the 3D, but an apology nonetheless. I'm sorry for everything I've said. So they could have certainly said certain things that were very hurtful. Bottom of the deck. 1,000 Years by Christina Perry. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. So this is one of those types of love connections where, despite distance and time apart, it seems that they're still going to love you regardless. Okay? So let's go ahead and grab a couple more songs from the Heart Songs of the 90s here for Libra, second half of July. Alright, so this one is wanting to come through. She's all I ever had. Wow. So this is from a masculine's perspective. Okay, so it does say, it's the way she makes me feel. It's the only thing that's real. It's the way she understands. She's my lover. She's my friend. And when I look into her eyes, it's the way I feel inside. Like the man I want to be. She's all I ever need. So much time, so much pain, but there's one thing that still remains. It's the way she cared, the love we shared. And through it all, she's always been there. And it could be a masculine who's missing your presence, divine feminine, because you were always there for them. But once you no longer were there, it's that emptiness, that void, that absence that they are definitely feeling. They feel it, and it maybe could be affecting them more than you would ever realize, you know? So that's coming through in this reading. Let's grab one more song here. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have Missing You by Steve Perry. If you're not familiar with who he was actually the lead singer for Journey for a very long time. All right, so the lyrics. You were there, now I'm here. You gave much more than I did. I gave what I had to give. If I could, you know I would. I'd make it up to you. Instead, I'm missing you in the place you used to be. You were lying next to me. Oh, I'm missing you. I mean, if that doesn't tell you everything that's going through their mind right now, this really says it all. You know, that they still love you, that there's a part of them that's maybe feeling like a part of them died because you're not there. And we clearly see an apology here, and there's distance and time apart from one another. Okay, so let's grab some healing messages here for you, Libra, to wrap up your reading. So some healing messages. Angels and spirit guides, please. So hopefully there's something here that is giving you an indication as to what they're thinking and feeling at this time. This hasn't been the easiest journey. All right, here we go. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. The healing message in a healing deck. So there's a lot of pain here that needs to be addressed in order to restore balance. So this is one of those situations that's a little bit off balance right now, and it might take a little bit of time to be able to heal that and fix it. Romance. Okay, so when it comes to your love life, that's off balance right now too. But in time, it will be restored. And look at the next card. Look at this. Here you are with the soulmate card. So your soulmate, whoever this is, they're missing you. It could be a divine masculine missing the feminine. But, you know, take it how it applies for your situation. But that seems to be the story this time around. There's distance and time apart in this love connection. But they think about you, they still miss you, and I feel there really is this desire to apologize, to reconnect, possibly even to reconcile, and have you be a part of their life once again. Okay, so take any part of this that makes sense for your scenario, and I really do hope entering into the second half of July that it helps you out. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.